The title's true. I got rid of all of my aquariums. I'm Alex, and this is Tank Tested. And without any aquariums, what is this channel going to be all about? This is only the second time in 25 years that I haven't had a single aquarium. But as this is Tank Tested, an aquarium YouTube channel, never fear, there will be aquariums continuing on this channel. So I'm going to break this video into 4 parts. First, where I've been the last few months. I haven't really posted anything on Tank Tested since the summer, and I want to get you up to speed of what I've been up to and why I've been gone. Second, I want to go through why I got rid of all of my aquariums. It's a little related to the first section, but there's a whole other reason why I got rid of all my aquariums. Third, I want to give you an inside look into Tank Tested, the logistics of how videos are made, what they make me monetarily, and why I'm thinking of changing the format of my YouTube channel. And fourth, I want to give you a preview of what I'll be presenting to you in 2020. It's going to be a long video. It's going to be just me talking to camera. There will be some previews of some really cool fish tanks and awesome aquascapes, but this is mainly just me talking. So I'm going to give a couple of time codes so that you can hop around if you want to. All right, so let's cut to the chase. Where have I been the last few months? Tank Tested has been pretty much silent, so how do I excuse that? Well, let me give you a little insight into what I do when I'm not doing aquarium stuff. I'm a documentary producer. I mainly do natural history, and I produce, I write, and I sometimes edit the shows that I work on. I mainly work for National Geographic, and for the last 4 months or so, I've been doing 2 jobs for them, and that's kind of why I haven't been on YouTube. I have been producing a stage touring show called National Geographic Live. It's where photographers and scientists kind of give you an inside look into their world and the work that they do. So if you're in a major city in the United States, see if a National Geographic Live event is coming to your city. But I've also been producing a digital series, which has a name, but I can't share it with you. It's an educational natural history series, and I'm excited to share it with you when it finally gets made. Or rather, it's made when it finally comes out. That's what I've been spending the last 4 months working on, is getting that show out the door. I'm really proud of it. I think that you'll enjoy it as well, but it has taken me away from Tank Tested. Happily, I'm back to doing just 1 job, which means that I can insert Tank Tested back in its rightful place of my second job, because I do see Tank Tested as a job. It is a lot of work, as we'll get into, and it takes up about the same amount of time as a job. So that's why sometimes I disappear for a while. Life gets busy, and I kind of have to do the job that pays the bills and keeps the lights on. And Tank Tested is a job that is more like a volunteer opportunity. It's more than that, but it certainly can't pay the rent. All right, so now let's get to the elephant in the room. Why did I get rid of all of my aquariums? After all, I run an aquarium YouTube channel. You'd think I'd need to have a couple of them. Well, I've never really given you guys a tour of my kind of fish room, my fish nook. I live in an apartment. I can't have a fish room. But since I moved here into this place, been here close to a decade, I've had anywhere from 3 to 15-ish aquariums in this space. That was great, but it was a lot. And as I started focusing on Tank Tested, I found I didn't really have the time to take care of all the aquariums in the way that I'd like to take care of them. I went from being someone that focused on each individual aquarium and the aquascapes that I was building to someone that documents with a camera other people's work. It takes a lot of time, and it was just something that I didn't feel like I could balance properly. I didn't feel like I was getting what I wanted out of the hobby. So I started scaling back. I started getting fewer and fewer aquariums. Then I found myself in a position where I was taking on 2 jobs, and there was just no way that I could really take any time with my aquariums. But that's not the only reason. The main impetus for me getting rid of all of my aquariums has been lurking in the background of this shot. It is a giant aquarium. I got rid of all of my aquariums so that I could focus on just one. Behind me is a 150-gallon aquarium that Custom Aquariums sent me. I'm really, really excited about setting up this tank and sharing it with you. And I'm not even going to show you any close-ups of the tank right now because I want to save that for a future video. But my hope, my aspiration is to take you step by step building a huge aquascape in my living room. It'll be the only aquarium I have, nothing else. So all of my hobby energy will be focused on that tank and that tank alone. I think that's a better way of me approaching this hobby than how I've approached it in the past, which is kind of a distribution of my energy across a lot of tanks. And when you add something like an aquarium YouTube channel in the mix, I found myself just running out of energy, running out of steam, and frankly, running out of motivation to focus on each individual tank. The result is that each tank started to look worse and worse, and I got less and less enjoyment out of each tank. Now, there were some tanks that I'd had running for several years that were kind of on autopilot, and I could just watch the fish swim around and it was nice. But I mainly had nano aquariums, and each one of those small aquariums I would just start to not look at, and they'd get overtaken with one species of plant, whatever the dominant plant in that aquarium was. It would crowd out the light, and then you just end up with one overgrown aquarium where all the other plants had died due to lack of light. That's not a great place to find yourself. And it's, I think, something that's pretty common in this hobby, where you end up with more things than you can possibly take care of, because as tanks collect, the time required per week also builds. So ultimately, I made the decision to get rid of everything and focus on just this one tank that Custom Aquariums sent me. I'm really, really excited about it. It's a rimless 150-gallon aquarium that I had built, I don't know. I do know. I had it built 42 inches off the ground. That doesn't sound right. 46 inches? I had it built really high off the ground because I'm 6'4", and I want to be able to look in my aquarium. I don't want to have to kneel down to look into my tank. I found that very frustrating in the past, and I hope this tank remedies it. Now, I'm going to have to do all my maintenance on a ladder, but that's future me's problem. So we'll see what happens. All right, so now let's talk about the juicy details of this YouTube channel. I really love the community that I've found here. I'm so happy that people tune in every time I post a video and get something from it. It means a lot to me. It also is really, really powerful for me because I can go into someone's house and film their tank and celebrate their work. And that's such an incredible opportunity. To have people trust me with their passions and let me share those passions with the world means a lot, and it's unexpected, and I'm really happy that I've found this niche. But it does take a lot of work, probably more work than you realize. Each video that I post on Tank Tested takes me at minimum 40 hours to make. Minimum. There are a couple of exceptions. There's 3 or 4 videos that took less. But of the 50-ish videos that I posted so far, I would say more than half took even longer. More than half probably took 60 plus hours to make. Why? I mean, I try to be a perfectionist. I try to get my audio perfect. I try to get my colors as representative of what I saw in the moment as possible. Plus, I spend a lot of time editing and consolidating my interviews with people so that when they tell you the story of the aquarium, it's not a 50-minute interview that I did with them. It's a 5-minute tight story that I've cut from that 50-minute interview. I also shoot a lot of footage of these tanks. I probably shoot too much, but consolidating everything that I shoot down to a nice tight story takes time. I could do a different version of this YouTube channel where I just slap things together, where I don't have voiceover, where I don't have like the content, and I just show you the pretty pictures, and it would take me way less time. Or I could let you live in a 50-minute interview that can often feel rambling, and that's not a dig on the people that I work with. It's that I just keep asking kind of the same questions to try to hone in on answers, and that's not fun to watch. I'm cutting out all of the stuff that's not enjoyable, that isn't giving you the maximum bang for your consumer buck. You know, I want to make sure that every minute that you watch of Tank Tested actually has content. It's not just filler of pretty fish, or not just filler of someone kind of talking. I want every soundbite to have purpose. That's my own, weird problem, let's say. It's how I've created Tank Tested. It's not something that anyone has necessarily been asking for, but the result is that each video takes a really, really long time to make. And that's not bad, but YouTube doesn't reward quality sprinkled over time. They reward videos posted every day or every other day, or at the very least every week. And that's just not something that I can do. If a video takes me 40 hours, that's a full-time job if I post a video every week. It's pretty much impossible to do unless I do this job full-time, and I can't. Because most of the videos that I post to this YouTube channel have made me less than $40. 3/4 of the videos on this channel have made me less than $40 on their entire lifetime on this channel. That means that for 3/4 of the videos I post, I'm making less than $1 an hour. And that's before you take in all the costs associated with making these videos. There are a lot of videos that I've shot and never done something with because they just didn't come together. There's a lot of gas money involved in driving from place to place, plane tickets sometimes. This is not a profitable YouTube channel. Sometimes it is. Sometimes there are videos that pop that make me my money back and then some. But this is a second job that doesn't make money. I'm not opposed to that, but it makes it really hard for me to prioritize Tank Tested. And that makes me feel really guilty. So I need to change my approach to this YouTube channel so that I'm enjoying what I do and you're getting content on a regular basis that at least tries to live up to the level that I expect of myself as a documentary producer. Which brings me to part 4. What am I going to do in 2020? Well, I actually have 4 lanes, 4 types of videos I want to share with you in the coming year. The first is a series on this tank. I want to actually take you from start to finish of setting up a giant aquascape. And I want the audience of Tank Tested to be involved in that process. So we'll start as early as when I'm sketching out potential plans for the tank and have you guys give me feedback and thoughts on what you want to see in the tank. We'll check in with the tank every month, and we'll see how the tank develops and grows. And if there are problems, you'll be there for the entire experience. So I'm excited for that. Once a month, we'll be checking in with the 150-gallon tank that Custom Aquariums sent me. Second, I want to do periodic Q&A type videos, kind of like this video, where I'll go through all the questions that people have posted over whatever period of time, and I'll answer them for you to the best of my abilities. And I'll try to have more of a dialogue with everyone that subscribes to my channel. Third, the same videos that I've always posted on this channel. They just will be a little bit less frequent. I've got some really, really great footage that's just waiting to be edited. I'll actually pop it in here. I've got an awesome one-day build with Christine, a great aquascaper. I've got a tour of the Amazon spheres with beautiful, beautiful plants. I've got some more great aquascapes from tanks around the country. I've got footage of beautiful bio-orbs and shrimp and fish that I filmed at Aquashella. I have a tank that I set up with the help of H2O plants. I have artificial aquariums. I've got such a range of videos already shot, just waiting for me to get around to editing. So this year will be filled with beautiful, beautiful tanks. And fourth, and this is the thing I'm most excited about, later this month, I'll be going down to Brazil to film the fisheries that collect wild-caught fish for the aquarium trade in the Rio Negro region of the Amazon rainforest. I will be putting together a short doc on that whole process that hopefully will eventually find a home someplace. But I want to bring you guys on that journey. So while I'm down there, I'll be filming a whole bunch of kind of vlog style videos on the ground with the people that live there and getting a real understanding of the ecosystem that so many of our tanks are based on, the slow moving, tannin laden water of the Amazon River. I'm really excited to take you on the ground and show you exactly what I see in the moment. And I'll be creating a whole bunch of vlogs that I'll dole out over the course of the coming year. So it won't be a daily vlog as in every day you'll get an update, but hopefully every week, maybe every 2 weeks, you'll get an update of something that I filmed while I was there. And at the end of each of those vlogs, I'm going to give you a sneak preview of a couple of shots that I filmed for my documentary. So hopefully you'll get to really feel like you're on the ground telling the story with me and experiencing everything that I experience. Hopefully, the documentary will be done by the end of this summer, and I can start sharing it with you around that time. So that's my plan for 2020. It's a lot of stuff, but my goal is to start making more videos that take less time. So I'll still be making a bunch of videos that have the same production values and the same thoughtful editing that I've made in the past. But I also want to start incorporating more vlog style videos and more just kind of run and gun, let the camera roll, show you what I'm working on type videos. The overall goal is for me to share with you more of what I'm experiencing without all the lag of me making a video that's, as lovingly produced as I typically produce. I want to be able to make 50 videos next year rather than a dozen. But that means that maybe I'll make 10 that are really, really beautiful and took 40 to 60 hours to make. And then I'll make 40 that took, 5 or 6 hours to make. Hopefully, that's a nice balance that you'll still get lots of beautiful content from me, but you'll also get a lot more, educational stuff because I can just pump it out faster and share with you exactly what I'm seeing on the ground than when I visit people's fish rooms. So that's the hope. I hope you're excited. If you're not, let me know. Let me know what you think I should do with Tank Tested as I'm trying to play with formatting. If you have an idea for a type of video that would be a great thing to slot in and maybe take up one of those 4 lanes that I talked about, let me know. At the end of the day, I'm making these videos for you. So I would love for you to tell me what you would like to see from my channel. I hope that you can forgive the several months of just absence on my channel. But going forward, we should be getting a lot more content, and a lot more varied content. So I'm really excited about this new vision for Tank Tested in 2020, and I hope you are too. I will see you really soon. Have a great 2020. So what does 2020 look like for Tank Tested? Well, I do have a plan. Hi, maybe. Hi. Oh, you woke up? Yeah, my dog woke up. Oh, hello. Hello. Okay, I'm filming a video. Yeah, I'm filming a video. Hi, maybe. Yeah, there's nothing more exciting happening. I know. Okay, bye.